All right, redoing the arrestafield bug report number 23. All right, I want to go over compare and contrast a little bit more. I think it's really important. That reminded me of something. I mean, Storino had me doing that with essay comparing Brave New World to 1984. It turned out to be very interesting exercise there. Anyway, I remember that, about comparing and contrasting different ideas on a subject. I listened to a series of, lectures, or actually I think it was an audio book called The Wisdom of Crowds. It's pretty interesting, all right? And it's not just, it's about aggregating information and different ideas from different people and having people kind of judge as to which the best and most effective idea is. It's aggregating information. It's not just collecting and then, quantifying. Okay, it's more than that. Okay, so I think that, the author of that book, The Wisdom of Crowds, I think he had a really good idea. All right. So I suggest to everybody check out that book, The Wisdom of Crowds, or ebook, whatever it happens to be, your audio book. I listen to it in audio. Anyway, but that's one thing I listened to, the whole series. I probably ought to listen to it again. It's about aggregating different ideas. When you go over, you're thinking about a certain subject, go to different people and get, there's wisdom in many counsels, not just one. Okay, so all you people who are stuck in a certain mental rut, you need to get out of that rut and start looking at what's going on from a different perspective. Okay? There's a lot of other people, Randy, there's 50 states. Texas is only one. All right? And I'm thinking, we need, if you want to just address Texas law, fine. But, you got many listeners outside of Texas. And I used to live in Texas. I used to live in Dallas. That's where I was working for IBM. I was there in Dallas, and I loved it. But unfortunately, they didn't end the configurator project. They ended the APL project. That we used APL, which was a highly, very high level language, mathematical language for, developing the configurator software. And one day around 1999, IBM, by 2000, IBM had replaced the APL configurators with some C++ version of it that did all the same thing. And they got rid of all their APL programmers. Most of them were just consultants. Some of us were IBM employees. I was one. And I wanted to stay in Dallas. So I went to work for this other company, and that was a small company. They got taken over. Everybody got kicked out of that company. It's now bankrupt. And then I move on. So anyway, but that was rather disappointing that happened. I mean, I really kind of felt like I was where I belonged in Dallas, and then that happens. But anyway, Wisdom of Crowds, something to check out. It's about aggregating different ideas, all right, from different people concerning the same situation, all right, whatever it happens to be. So it's about aggregation, not just merely collecting information, all right. And I've listened to some other audiobooks that you'd probably be interested in. James Madison and the Struggle for the Bill of Rights is an interesting one. Gotta listen to that. Since we're all about rights here, yeah, gotta listen to that one. Say the cheating culture. All right. Yeah, the cheating culture is another audiobook that you can find on the web. How you go about finding it, that's up to you. So anyway, what else? There's one, The Law of the Land. I haven't finished listening to that one. And that's about the judiciary and the Supreme Court and so forth. And of course, I'm listening to Jurisdictionary all over again. But I'm not on the defense. I'm on the offense. Okay, remember that. We're making criminal charges here. We're looking at the process to find out what they're doing wrong and what to do about it. So anyway, let's see. I guess that's pretty much what I want to say this time, but if I think about it, there's probably more I need to say. Well, I found one thing I want to say is that at the beginning of Interstate 60, there's a song called Meet Me in the Blind Spot. Okay, and there's a situation at the beginning of the movie involving a character played by Michael J. Fox, where he gets out of the car and he's not watching what he's doing. There's a big truck coming down the street. And he's on his cell phone, and he's not paying attention. He didn't check his blind spot when he got out of the vehicle. Okay, he just gets out. Next thing you know, bam, he's run over by a truck. Big truck. Anyway, well, you just got to watch it. It's pretty interesting. But anyway, the title of the song is Meet Me in the Blind Spot. That's the main theme for the movie, I guess. And throughout the movie, there's these billboards where people cannot see what's on this billboard. It just looks blank to them. But only Neil can see certain images that appear on these billboards. It's pretty interesting. Not only he can see it. And then there's this, there's another little test that takes place during the movie. I'm not going to give that one away, what's going on with that. But anyway, kind of interesting. But my point is, when you get into these mental ruts, you tend to develop a blind spot for certain things. And here in Virginia, I'm telling you, the judges have a blind spot for Rule 101 of the Motor Vehicle Code of Virginia. They just ignore it. Also, they apparently have a blind spot for 19.2-59, which says no search without a warrant. They just ignore it. So anybody who wants to deal with these issues, I'm suggesting, one thing I would like is whenever I hit a web page, I would like comments on that. I would like to make a comment on that, and I would like to see other comments from other people, concerning that web page. All right, so when I'm looking up, a particular code, however I got there, online, 19.2-59, I would like to be able to leave comments attached to that page. And of course, the website doesn't allow you to do this. What I'm saying is we could come up with some type of feature or add-on or something that allows people to do that. Okay, it would have to be done through another website, of course, but, you know, I think this can be done. I think that type of thing has been done before, you know, something similar, but not quite. Whatever it was didn't really take off at all. Okay, but I think, you know, it'd be nice to have be able to generate a forum for every web page out there. Have a website that can generate a forum for a web page. Okay. Just automatically, oh, okay, I'm looking at this web page. All I have to do is click this button. It brings up the forum where people discuss that particular page, what's on that. Okay, that's the starting point for the whole discussion. You can leave comments, and you can read comments from other people. Okay, but generally no website does that. They might have a forum where they have a general topic, but I'm talking about specifically 19.2-59, and the topic is out there on the web, but nobody's discussing it. And if I want to find any discussion of it, I have to go to Google or whatever, put in 19.2-59, and maybe I'll find something. But you know, you need to give people the opportunity to put out some comment associated with any given web page. Okay, and that's not being done. All right, because I know that there's got to be other people who are looking at that web page and thinking, damn it. You know, there's got to be other people besides just me thinking, damn it, why are they just totally ignoring that? So I'm thinking, hey, meet me in the blind spot. That's their blind spot. Let's meet together somehow at that web page. Okay? You know, I think it's a very interesting idea. I wanted to throw that out too. And got 2 minutes left. But I've had several other ideas regarding similar things, and I think I'm going to do it. This needs to be done, okay? This really needs to be done. It's such a great idea that it needs to be promoted. It needs to be done. It would help out people a lot. Okay, rather than having these forums where you have a rather general topic, being able to create a forum for every web page out there. And that's it. I mean, I think it can be done pretty much automatically. Yeah. I think this is what we need to do to get people out of their mental ruts. All right? And start doing what the Wisdom of Crowds, the audiobook, was suggesting, is start aggregating different ideas and looking at the different ideas from different people and try to figure out, come to a conclusion together what's the best way to deal with the problem rather than looking to one person all the time. Okay, when you're dealing with a lawyer, you're just dealing mainly with that one lawyer. And his brain can only, his brain housing unit can only hold so much. All right? That's why I really like the idea of aggregating different ideas from different people who look at things from all sorts of different perspectives, have all sorts of different careers, not just the political law career, It's really a powerful idea, and I think it needs to be done. So anyway, this is Arrestafield Bug Report number 23.